Hello, my name is Marianne Bosa, and I'm a beauty guy from Limelight by Alcone. So I'm just jumping on to just to have a talk and to let you know why, just share you my whys. But my whys has changed. When I first, why I had joined Limelight, and then we'll go from there. And I'm just gonna completely ask you some questions after that. So the reason why I joined Limelight is because, for selfish reasons. Let's just be honest. Who wouldn't want to have, discounted price? If you can't beat them, join them, right? That was my mindset at the time. I'm a type of person who don't really like to spend so much money on certain things. But it was in the investment that I ended up doing, and yeah, it was $169 before taxes and shipping, but I decided to do it for selfish reasons. Now, when my starting kit came in, and while I was waiting for my starting kit to come in, I did a lot of research, and I had like backroom access and stuff like that not, you guys as a viewer right now do not have. But because I had those access, I was able to do more research on the products, and to also speak to my upline and my enroller to ask more questions, and to get all this information that I needed to get. So when my starting kit came in and I got the product, and I was so excited because I got this product. And I've always had backstory outline. Let me rewind a little bit. Backstory is that I've always had skin issues, and I could never ever in my adulthood life wear makeup but what I'm wearing what today is. Well, except for one thing. I was only able to wear an eyeliner or a certain mascara and certain lip colors for my lips. I couldn't wear foundation. I couldn't wear a concealer. I couldn't wear any of those things because I would end up having a breakout. So, and on top of that, I felt like I couldn't breathe. So, basically, hold on, you leaving? Okay. So, sorry. So, basically, that was just my backstory on trying the Limelight by Alcone skincare products. It wasn't so much about the makeup, because I've lived without makeup for so long. But I finally found a product that actually works on my face. So moving forward, I've been using the Dream Clean collection for my face, and it has reduced a lot of my acne. I don't break out, as you see. Like, yeah, I'll have like a little bit of stress pimples, and this came out on Saturday, which you barely can see. Like, I don't have, that's a hormonal pimple. But it is what it is when it comes to your skin. You end up having it. There is no skincare, no medical pill that it's magical and it's going to make you have this flawless skin. But it can help you have this flawless skin that you're looking for. The more you use the skincare, the more your skin becomes more flawless. My pores were much bigger than what they are now, before using Limelight. But my pores are no longer, as big as they were. I used to have humongous pores, and they have shrunken with the products that I've been using, which is the Dream Clean collections. And I'm also using Soap Tox and the One Drop Wonder. Let's get it together, guys. I'm not getting any younger. You're not getting any younger. Time does not rewind itself. So all it does is just go forward, and it doesn't stop. So by me using the Soap Tox and the One Drop Wonder, it's pretty much slowing the time clock for me, so I don't have those fine lines and those wrinkles and their curl feet and stuff like that. So it is like a Botox in a bottle, but it's doing it, gradually on my face. And I've noticed that I was able to put the makeup on, either the foundation or the cover or the concealer on my face, and I didn't have a breakout. As a matter of fact, I had concealer on my face yesterday, and I completely forgot that I had that on. So, and I went to bed, honestly speaking. I was so exhausted. I was lying down, and I kept telling myself, you got to go take a shower, wash your face. But I was so exhausted that I just passed out in a sitting position. And when I got up this morning, I was like, holy Moses, I fell asleep with my makeup, which I shouldn't have done. But I did. And, I mean, nothing happened to my face, but you should never sleep with your makeup on. But I ended up doing so. But, you know, that was that. That was my why at the time that I joined Limelight. Now that I am, you know, with the company for a couple of months, and I'm growing my team slowly, and that's why I wear a turtle. It's slow, progressively. I would get there to the finish line, to my main goals, but I wear a turtle because I do it slowly and wisely. I don't do it fast like a marathon runner, but I do it slowly. So I walk, I don't run. But now that I'm with the company, I ended up noticing, you know, my why has changed from being selfish. At the time, it was a selfish moment, but it's still selfish in a way because I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anyone else but me. I'm doing this to have the extra income, to set a goal for myself. Yeah, one day I want to be like, you know, the big shot of my company, which I'm growing slowly. But you're not gonna, you know, sometimes people end up taking that big shot title and they take it to the head and they're so huge and they forget where they started from. So yeah, I want to get there one day, but I'm not going to forget where I came from. I'm not going to forget the struggles that I have gone through by myself thus far. Yes, I have a team that helps me through this, you know, and if I have any questions and concerns, and it's like a sisterhood, and, you know, my friends list has grown tremendously. But, you know, sometimes when you have those days that you just doubt yourself every day, you end up getting, you know, you end up having that. So, you know, those doubtful days, you're kind of bumming yourself out, but you have to snap out of it. And I ended up, for myself, you know, I had that aha moment, like, yeah, I got something, I'm doing something for myself, and I can call it mine. And this is exactly what it is. I'm calling this mine. It's not for my boys, it's not for my husband, it's for me. Yes, they're a part of my life. Yes, I am, you know, sharing it among them. And yes, I want their support. But if they don't, you know, I'm still doing it. You know, they're not going to stop me for something. Once I make my mind up about something, I'm going to do it regardless. Whether if I fail or whether if I succeed, I'm going to do it. And at the end of it, if I fail, then I failed. If I succeed, then I succeed. You know, I want that, you know, gold for myself. Every time my kids want to give up something, I'm not going to let them give up. So if I don't let them give up, why should I let myself give up on something? Just because I don't have like someone physically right there beside me, behind me, or something like that to push me, that doesn't mean I'm going to give it up. You know, I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to continue doing with or without my supporters, with or without my haters. But I'm going to do it. But you know, I end up loving the things that I do. But here are some questions I end up writing down, because these are the questions that I had to like seriously sit down and question them myself. Because, you know, life goes, you know, you have to actually visually see them and write them down. And just because you ask them, that doesn't mean, but if you see them visually, you can truly understand it. So here's my questions. Have you ever asked yourself these questions during the holidays are near? Have you ever, how can you have extra money without killing yourself with crazy hours? How can I make extra money and still have the time to spend with my family during the holidays, but still do something that you possibly love and passionately love it? Or how about working from home and still have the time to be with your family? or just to have that extra money to buy your kids that sport equipment or something that they need during school time season, because, you know, the financial is a little bit tight. Or just want to have something that calls your own, or better yet, to have that financial freedom, or the endless possibilities of what you can accomplish in your goals if you ever have a golden set. Well, if you answer yes to any of them, then let me help you guys walk into the limelight. Because Limelight itself, ladies and gentlemen, it is a life-changing, it's a game-changing, it's ground floor right now, but it changes you. It changes you as a person. It helps you grow. It helps you see it in a different lighting. It may be network marketing, but don't be afraid if you haven't done it. I've never done this before. I've never sold like direct, you know, sales. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I worked in customer service. I worked in the clothing stores before, in the supermarkets before, but actually direct sales, no, I've never done that. It is scary and it is hard, but you have to work hard to get to your goals. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a couple of months. It may, but it may not. But don't bum yourself out. Don't give up so easy. Don't give up so fast, because it's the only way you're going to do it. Life throws you challenges every time. Life throws you curveballs every single time. Do you give up on those curveballs? No. You learn how to solve them. Do you give up on your challenges? No. You learn to beat them. You find a way, but you find a way for yourself. And when you get to that finish line, you end up having this amazing feeling that you can conquer the world. You can move mountains. You can, you know, do so much. So this is basically me coming to you truthfully and honestly, to the best of my knowledge, for myself. This is my experience. This is what I'm going through. And these are the questions that I always question myself. These are the questions that sometimes I doubt myself. There was times that I wanted to give up, but then I don't. There was times that, you know, I wanted to give in towels so many times, but I don't. Motivation and inspiration is what keeps me going, because I decided, whether if it was at the moment, just for that slight moment, selfish reason, I decided to invest $169. That was my investment, and I decided to do something for me. So if I give up on myself, then I give up on everything else, and I don't think that's right, honestly speaking. So this is just me coming to you. I hope this gives you some thought, food for thought for you. You can catch the replay to listen to those questions that I gave you, and if those questions, any of those questions, even if it's just one of those questions that you said yes to, please, I'll let you know. You know, this is a game change. You don't have to join tonight. You don't have to join tomorrow. But this is the place to join. This is a place that will change you. This is the place that you will have a team. This is the place that you will have a sisterhood. This is the place where you have support. Whether your family supports you or you don't. I will be your teammate, rooting you on, cheering you on to get to the finish line with me. I want you to join me to be on this journey, on this magnificent journey, because I tell you what, I can't wait to get there. And this month is the best time to join, because when the holidays come in, it's going to be blown mining. There's so many new products that are coming out for the holidays. And I mean new products, completely new. And I can't wait for them to come so that I can share that amongst everyone else. Like, this is it, guys. This is it. This is, you become your own CEO. You become your own boss. You set your own hours. You don't have to listen to no one. telling you how to, what to do, what time you need to start. You come on live, you share your info, you share your experience, and that's all you're doing. That is all you're doing. You're having some goals so that you can be promoted each and every month. Would you get promoted each and every month? No. But you can. You really can. You can get promoted within a week if you end up getting, setting your goals. You can do it. I know you can do it. All you got to do is put the hard work in. That's it. And what hard work is it? It's not labor. It's nothing physical. It's just grabbing your phone. Go on Facebook. Share your experience. Talk to some friends. Share that information with your friends. Share what you know and how you feel about Limelight. Talking. You don't want to be that mom, or you don't want to be that friend in the supermarket that they say, oh, here she goes, and makes a complete 360 U-turn. You don't want to be that person. That's spammy. But you want to be that person, like, look at her skin. Look what she's doing. Just by staying home and just socially on Facebook. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. All you're doing is just being on Facebook. Guys, it's a game change for me. From a person that, don't know absolutely. I don't even know what I'm doing, honestly, sometimes. But I do it. I get up. I write my goals. I set my hours. I try to do it live. It's not every day, all the time I can do it live, but I do it. But that's it. I call some customers, my customers are more of my friends and some of my family. Those are my customers. I always ask them to send me referrals. Spread the word. Help me spread the word. My voice can be one, but their voice can be many, as long as they help me spread this word. Because they support me. They support me within this small business, the small investment that I ended up deciding to do one night. And guys, this is basically what it does. I can cook dinner, I can go out to dinner, and if someone calls me, they'll call me. The other night I ended up went to the supermarket late, because where I live, my hair is like poofy. Where I live, it has 24 hours supermarket. So, it wasn't that late, but it was late enough for me to go to the supermarket to go get something. And a friend of mine, last minute, contact me. She wanted to try some stuff. So I said, well, I'm at the supermarket. Let me make it home. If you have no problem me stopping by your house, I'll bring the samples. And I asked her, to, hey, give me a list of what you need. She asked. She told me. I showed up. She tried. She fell in love with it. That was it. That was my one-on-one consultation. It's not hard. She didn't live far away from me. Now, if, a friend that lives, like 2 hours, yeah, I'm going to have to put, an appointment into that, because I have to make arrangements to make it down there, because I can't just pick up and go. But people who live close by, especially if I'm not, having to do other things than run my business, besides running my business, I would end up going to their home and sit there for, as long as it takes for me to give them as much information and ask as many questions that they want to ask, and I'll give them the answer. And if I don't know it, then I'll just, get them the answer right there and then. I can do a research, and I'll get them the answer. But that's all you do. The product itself will sell itself. And that is the truth. You try it once, you will fall in love with it. you get hooked. Simple, you know. But I hope this information can help anyone. I hope this information works for you. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call me. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will answer all the questions that you need to ask.